Was that your first social media exposure? Was it down here?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to Hollister.
Yeah.
And you started building your business up there. And what was that about? How did you do that? Because right now we're going to be talking a lot about your video stuff, because I think that's what you do is remarkable stuff. And I think today it's the greatest tool in the world. And for people to not use it is insane.
Absolutely, yes.
And even though we're going to talk about it, they still aren't going to do it, most of them. But we're going to inspire somebody, a single person, and you will have done, God will reward you for your goodness, you know. But going back there, you didn't have that as a tool. So were you community involved then? Or were you door knocking? You cold calling?
I would never. Okay, so that's the thing about me. It's funny. I have never door knocked. I did one time, and that was here when I was first starting out here.
Right.
And I hated it, and I went home. And I've never cold called. But back in the day, you know, we had things like floor time. So I would take everybody's floor time. I treated my career. I started at 19. I came straight from a 9-to-5 job, 8-to-5 job. So I treated real estate the same way.
Right.
I got there in the morning. I took all of the calls that I could. I took people's business. I went and I followed everybody around. I did what everyone else was doing. I studied the market. But I was also very involved in theater and church and, you know, karate and ballet and everything that I started having kids right away. So I really just immersed myself in everything that they do. Yeah. And that really was the base of I never did things, you know, other than.
I told you that part of this is to touch some newer agent maybe, or someone who's trying to kick up to another level. And everybody that I've talked to, I had one a few weeks ago from a lady in Washington who's 100 transactions a year. Mentioned Stephanie Vitaka to you. You may know who Stephanie is. Yeah. She's been here, sitting in your chair, and Chris Williams and all these people there's a common thread amongst all of them. And that is, you know, I took it like a job.
Yes.
I showed up.
Yep.
You know, I did everything. I wasn't too big and too fancy to take the smallest job and go at it. You know,
that's one of our big.
It's so important. Since we built a team, we became office people, and we're literally the only people in any office we go to. And when we leave, the place goes cold because we have so many. We're literally the 5, 6, 7 people there, while 1 or 2 settle in here and there.
Right.
And I always walk in really loud and say good morning to the one guy sitting there. As if it's, hey, we only,